welcome to the KC Cardinia community. Welcome to Yoga with Deepa. So I have been practicing yoga for 32 years and teaching for the last 8 years. And the practice of yoga over a period of time has helped my mind to calm down and become practical. It helps me to let go of stress, emotions that I'm carrying in my body and become peaceful. And when my body is peaceful, I feel a sense of joy coming up, and my experience of life is so much better. So I hope that at the end of the yoga class, you will feel that sense of well-being that comes from practicing yoga, sense of well-being on the physical, mental and emotional level. So I'd like to thank the KC Cardinia Library for sponsoring this yoga class for the community, for the well-being of the community. What a great idea to help foster a sense of community. So today's class is a gentle general class. We will start with meditation. We will do some yoga poses, and then we'll finish with a lying down meditation or relaxation. So for meditation, you can be sitting on a chair, or you can be sitting on the floor. You can be sitting against the wall with your legs stretched out, or you can be sitting in a cross-legged position. If you're sitting on the floor, you might want to have a cushion underneath you so that your spine is lifted up, and it's easier for the breath to move in and out when the spine is lifted up. So sitting in a comfortable position, closing your eyes, and just allowing your awareness to turn inward, tuning in, gathering all your energy back to you to replenish the body and the mind. Notice the breath. Notice the inhale. Notice the exhale. Notice the sound of the breath as it moves through the nostrils. Notice the movement of the chest and abdomen with the breath. Beginning to let go, letting go of anxieties and worries, letting go of the to-do list, allowing yourself to come back to it in a refreshed and renewed way. Nice deep breaths. Allowing the body to begin to soften, allowing the mind to come home to the body and to rest in the breath. So keeping your awareness on the breath in the body. We will sit like this for a few minutes. Very gently bringing your awareness back to your room, becoming aware of your body, taking your time to open your eyes. Welcome again, everyone. So let's start with just placing your hands beside you. Your fingers are pointing towards the side. So breathing in, right hand up, breathing out, coming towards the left. Grounding through the right buttock, lengthening up, and then see if you can bend a little bit more. And gently coming back to center, bringing the right hand down, breathing in, left hand up, reaching up, and then coming towards the right. Grounding through the left buttock, lengthening up and bending a little bit more. And gently coming back to center. Good. Breathing in, both arms up, clasping your hands together, turning your palms up. Nice deep breaths here. And bringing your arms down, bringing your chin to chest and just rolling your head from side to side. Gently resting your chin on your chest and slowly looking up. So extending your legs out in front of you. And just pointing your feet outward and then towards you. Just doing a few more. Good. And then rotating your feet around your ankle joint and just noticing how the ankles feel. Changing direction. Good. And coming to a stop. So we are now going to do spinal twist, taking your right hand, placing it onto the left knee, left hand behind. Fingers are pointing away from you. Breathing in, lengthening the spine. Breathing out, gently twisting towards the left. Pulling your left shoulder back so your chest on the left side gets a nice stretch. Breathing into the whole spinal column. Breathing into the abdomen. Nice deep breaths. And very gently coming back to center. Left hand on right knee, right hand behind, fingers are pointing away from you. Breathing in, lengthening the spine, breathing out, gently twisting towards the right, pulling your right shoulder back. Nice deep breaths. Softening and releasing. And gently coming back to center. Good. Taking the right leg, placing it on the outside of the left, and then just hugging the right leg, lifting that right foot off the floor. Here we're working on the right buttock. We're also working on loosening up the right hip joint. So if you've got something like sciatic happening, just leaning forward, and that will deepen the stretch and loosen up the sciatic nerve. And bringing your foot onto the floor, then lengthening the right leg out, left foot on the right side, hugging that left knee, lifting the foot off the floor. Nice deep breaths. Leaning into it if you feel you can deepen the stretch. And gently releasing, just softening that foot onto the floor, then lengthening that leg out. Bringing both hands beside you, breathing in, both arms up. Breathing out, gently folding forward. Just allowing your hands to just land wherever. It could be on the knees, could be on the shins, could be on the toes. Nice deep breaths. This is a really good stretch for the whole back of the body. And slowly walking your hands back up, coming up sitting. Good. And then coming up onto your knees. So let's do a back bend. Bringing your hands to your lower back, breathing in, lengthening the spine, breathing out, coming into slight back bend, pulling your elbows back, shoulders back. Nice deep breaths, softening the whole front of the body. And gently coming back to center. Good. So while we're here, curling your toes. You can be up here or you can sit down onto the heels. Here we're working on the soles of the feet. So notice how the feet feel, notice how the toes feel. And just wriggling a little bit from side to side. If you're uncomfortable here, you can be up here and just moving your feet. Good. And then flattening your feet, sitting back on the heels. This puts pressure on the front of the feet, and also it's loosening up or stretching the front of the ankle. Again, you can be up here and your feet are flat. So with yoga, just doing what feels right for your body. If something feels ouch, please don't do that. Please just pull back and look after yourself. So coming into cat position, hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. We're going to do cat pose. It's just simply bending and flexing the spine for spinal flexibility and strength. Breathing in, lengthening the spine, looking up. Breathing out, hunching, allowing the head to hang so the stress releases from your shoulders. One more time, breathing in, lengthening, looking up, softening the belly. Breathing out, hunching. And again, breathing in and out. Good. Gently coming into a tabletop position. Breathing in, lengthening the right leg out behind you. Breathing out, bending and lifting that leg up. Here you're working on the right buttock, but you're also working on strengthening the core. And gently bringing that knee back onto the floor. Breathing in, lengthening the left leg out. Breathing out, bending and lifting. And bringing that knee back onto the floor. Good. And then walking your hands to the side, to the right side, sorry, and looking over your right shoulder at your right foot. Breathing into the ribs on the left side, allowing it to soften. Gently walking your hands back to center, and then walking your hands towards the left, looking over the left shoulder at the left foot. Breathing into the ribs on the right side. And slowly coming back to center. Good. So just sitting back onto your legs, bringing your hands beside you, fingers are pointing upwards, and then just folding forward into child's pose, allowing the shoulders, the shoulder blades to soften. Nice deep breaths here. And slowly coming up, nice and slow. Coming back into cat position, hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips, lengthening the right hand out in front of you, bringing your forehead down towards the floor. Forehead doesn't need to touch the floor. You're stretching the right shoulder and the shoulder blades. So nice deep breaths. And gently walking that right hand back, extending the left hand out. Nice deep breaths. And slowly walking that hand back. Good. So curling your toes. We're going to push up into downward dog. So lengthening through the arms, lengthening through the legs. Just allowing the head to hang. Neck is soft. Nice deep breaths here. Good. Bringing both knees onto the floor. Extending your arms out in front of you. And just bringing your forehead towards the floor. So your buttocks are up. Arms are lengthened out. Forehead is coming towards the floor. Nice deep breaths here. Softening through the whole back. And then from here, just coming onto the floor, so bringing your front of the body, just landing on the floor, coming up onto your forearms, so your hands, forearms and elbows are on the floor, elbows grounding, so just moving your hips from side to side, loosening up the lower back, slowly coming to a stop, and then just lifting the upper body up as much as you can. Begin to soften through the lower back. This is a really good pose for lower back issues. So if you've got bulging disc, this is what a lot of physiotherapists recommend. This is a pose that will ease the lower back. Nice deep breaths here. Good. And then softening, bringing your left hand across the front of the body, bending the right leg, taking hold of the right foot with the right hand. Now, if you can't do that, keep your leg bent, keep your hand back. Here we're stretching the front of the right thigh. So nice deep breaths into the front of the right thigh, allowing it to soften. Notice how the thigh feels. And gently releasing, bringing the right hand across the front of the body, bending that left leg, taking hold of the left foot with the left hand, or keeping your leg bent and your hand back. And notice if one side feels different to the other. And gently releasing. Good. Bringing your hands underneath your shoulders. Both legs are together. We're going to do cobra. So breathing in, lifting your head up, neck and shoulders, and just coming up as high as you can. And slowly coming down nice and slow, vertebrae by vertebrae. And bringing your hands in front of you, softening your face onto your hands, taking some nice deep breaths here. Gently bringing your hands underneath your shoulders and slowly coming up onto all fours. So hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. You're in tabletop position. Breathing in as you breathe out, lengthening the right hand up towards the ceiling. Taking some nice deep breaths here, really reaching up with that right hand. Nice deep breaths. And bringing that hand down. Breathing in as you breathe out, lengthening the left hand up. Nice deep breaths. And bringing that hand down. Good. Sitting back onto your heels. Lengthening your arms out. Bringing your forehead down towards the floor. Softening through the hands, the arms. Softening through the whole back. And just letting go. Notice where your mind is at. Is it doing the to-do list? Is it worrying about someone or something? And just bringing your mind back to the breath, connecting with your life force. And slowly coming up, nice and slow. Good. So gently coming up to standing. We'll do some standing poses. So turning your right foot to the short edge of the mat, left foot slightly pointing inwards, it's at an angle, bending your right knee, bringing both hands onto your right thigh, breathing in, lifting up on the toes of the left foot, breathing out, slowly bringing it down. One more time, breathing in, lifting up the toes of the left foot, breathing out, heel down. Good. Breathing in, both arms up in warrior position. Lengthening the back leg, looking straight ahead. Nice deep breaths here. Standing in warrior pose. Standing your ground. And gently bringing your hands down. Good. Turning your right foot in, left foot out. Turning to look at the left leg. Bending that left leg. Both hands are on the left thigh. Lengthening through the right leg. Breathing in, coming up on the toes of the right foot. Breathing out, bringing that heel down. One more time, breathing in, lifting up, breathing out, bringing that heel down. Breathing in, both arms up, in warrior pose, looking straight ahead. Nice deep breaths here. Bringing your hands down, lengthening that leg, bringing both feet together and just walking on the spot. So we're going to do a forward bend, breathing in, both arms up, breathing out, bending your knees and just coming into a forward bend, just allowing your hands to just dangle in front of you, or you can choose to just grab hold of both elbows and fold forward. Whole idea here is to just soften the upper body towards the floor. If you've got high blood pressure, you want to keep your head up slightly. If you've got lower back issues, keeping your knees soft. If you want to make it more challenging, you can lengthen the legs and fold forward. Nice deep breaths here, enjoying that nice stretch in the back of the legs. Deeply bending the knees, bringing your hands to your hip crease and slowly coming up. Good. Bringing your hands to your lower back, breathing in, lengthening, breathing out, coming into a slight back bend, pulling your elbows back, shoulders back. Nice deep breaths. And slowly coming back to center. Good. So bringing your chin to chest and just rolling your head from side to side. resting your chin on your chest and looking up. So coming to the front edge of your mat, bringing your hands into prayer position. Breathing in, both arms up, slight back bend. Breathing out, folding forward, knees are bent, hands to the mat. Stepping the right foot back. Stepping the left foot back, pushing into downward dog. So we're doing an easy version of Surya Namaskar or Sun Salute here. Lengthening through the arms, lengthening through the legs. Gently coming into plank. Both knees to the floor. Sitting back onto your legs. Gently coming forward, resting the belly onto the floor. Coming up into cobra. Good, coming up onto your knees. Bringing both big toes together, opening the knees out. Sitting back onto your heels, lengthening the arms, folding forward into extended child's pose. Nice deep breaths here, just giving in. Hands coming up, sitting. Good. So it's time for final relaxation. You can be lying on your back. You can be lying on your side or front. Just do whatever feels right for you. So lying down. Closing your eyes and just giving in. Allowing your body to soften. Allowing a state of relaxation to deepen. Just letting go. Very gently bringing your awareness back to your room. When you're ready, you can gently open your eyes and just notice the state of relaxation that your body and mind is in. Begin to wriggle your fingers and toes, waking the body up. Having a stretch in whatever way feels good for you. Then bringing your feet, close your buttocks, turning over onto one side. And slowly coming up to sitting. Thank you very much, everyone. Class has come to an end. I hope you feel stretched and relaxed just like I do. Thank you. Namaste.